Alright folks, let's talk about connections. And I'm going to start this video by showing you a slide to explain how connections work. Now, I know a lot of you guys there don't need a lecture to understand what connections are. However, lots of graduates and other IT professionals who are not experts in data warehouse download our product. Essentially, they are new to the data warehouse world. And therefore, I quickly will talk about connections in a PowerPoint slide. And then I will be right back to Dimodelo Architect in Visual Studio. So connections are the connection strings that we can create to a source system, such as a database platform like SQL Server, Oracle, and other database platforms. And we can create connections to Excel, flat files, and XML files as well. Basically, data is extracted from source system tables into the staging database. So let's say we need to extract the data from a transactional system such as Microsoft Nav or any other ERP system out there. And maybe we also need to extract the data from a CRM solution. Maybe we need to extract data from a file system, from a custom software, and even from different database platforms, as I mentioned a few seconds ago. Well, the data of some of these transactional systems here is stored in a SQL Server database platform, more likely as source. And data also could be stored in a file system, or even in different database platforms such as Oracle, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, and there are many other database platforms out there. So the Dimodelo Architect supports many different types of source systems, as you can see. And there are many others that I didn't include here. So the Dimodelo Architect will grab all the data from these transactional systems, from the file systems that you have in the organization, and from different database platforms. And it will move the data into a staging database that will be designed by you or any developer within the organization. And you will also design the dimensions and factor tables for your data warehouse. Alright, let's create our first connection. And I'm going to close this PowerPoint and I go to Visual Studio. And I'm going to right click on Database right here. And we're going to extract the data from two source databases that you downloaded, which are the Human Resources database and the Service database. I'm going to give a name to my connection, and I will give the same name of the source database, which is the Service database. And I'm going to click on Configure. And I'm going to select Microsoft SQL Server as data source. And for the data provider, I will leave as it is now. And I will click on OK. Now, I have to type the name of the server in which my source database is located. And I will type here Gang Hands-On. That's the source, and that's where the service database is located. And I will select my service database as source. And I will also leave Windows Authentication. And I will test the connection as well. Everything looks good. So let's save it. And basically what it's saying here is that it will save the connection string in the configuration file. And that's what we want. And I'm going to click on OK. Now let's create one more connection. And at this time, we're going to do that for the Human Resources database. And I'm going to go quicker here so we can save some time. I will type here Gang Hands-On. That's my sources server. And I will select the Human Resources database as source, and I will leave Windows Authentication, and I will test the connection, and everything looks good, and I will click on OK. And now we have created 2 connections. Alright folks, let's wrap up here, and I will see you in the next video.